Hi guys, welcome to Vista High School. We're going to do a bowl today, a 2-pound bowl, and I hope you enjoy the throwing. So we're going to start by making sure that it's attached to the wheel. That gives it a good smack. You can also pull it down around, just in case. And then just to really make sure we don't have any problems, my first step is going to be to push straight down with the right hand. Left hand comes in for support, but don't push with the left, just push straight down. Now you can push in with the left now that you've got it straight down, and it's not going to go anywhere. Never a good feeling to have the clay go flying off the wheel. Okay, so let's just bring our elbows in and push down. And push in from the side towards the camera. That should get it centered. Go back and forth with alternating that pushing in and then pushing down. And then just try to hold it there. Maybe you need a little more water so you got your sponge in your hand. And you can flatten it out even more than normal because it is a bowl. So it's very important to have your sketchbook and your research done so you know what you're making. We're doing a small cereal bowl, 2 pounds of clay. Weigh out your clay so you know how big it should be. That'll help you with your wall thicknesses. So anyways, now we're ready to start. We're going to push in with our thumb, our left hand. We're not going to go down very far. We're going to leave a nice thick bottom, and we'll bring it out, and then we'll slowly release pressure. Okay? So you can slow down the wheel a little bit. And you can also stand up your clay a little bit. You can push with this outside hand. See how that stands it up? And then take the inside fingers and pull against that outside hand. And that straightens your clay. Now I don't want you to shape and bring your clay up like that. I want you to switch sides. Come over here. Put your left hand on the inside, right hand on the outside, and just connect your hands with this thumb. You can use the side of your index finger. You can use your knuckle this way as well. The side of your finger right here is going to have a little more sensitivity for those smaller things that you're throwing, and this is a smaller bowl. You can slow it down even more. We don't need to go really fast, but that's a little bit slow, so that looks about right. Still moving pretty good. Little water on the top. You just don't want it, floored right now. You're going to be spinning out of control. You might have a hard time seeing, but I just always start my hands in the center of the bowl and compress the clay working out, and you can compress the clay working back in. And then when you get to the side, so we're going to do that again. We're going to go back in and compress that clay, and come back out, compress that clay. That makes sure that you don't have any cracks in the bottom of your bowl. And then we'll find that side wall. I'm going to use my middle finger this time, not my knuckle. I'm going to line up the 2 middle fingers and just slide up with them and lightening the pressure a little bit as I come up, but still trying to thin that clay and letting it go into a bowl shape. You can see that we've let the clay go out into this wider shape, but it's pretty vertical. So you can use a red rib or metal rib, but we're going to use red ribs for you guys. They're safer. We're going to put our knuckle on the outside, and we're going to lay this out, try to stretch this open. And I kind of exaggerated it a little bit, but we'll go ahead and follow that down. Slow down the wheel. So now I'll go right where that little edge was. And come all the way to the center. And then lift out. Clean this tool off. And I just wanted to go over how I'm holding the tool. I'm holding it like this. You can see through the tool. You can actually see my fingers. They're not above the tool. They're right with the tool. And then I'm able to control the tool with my thumb in the middle. And I'm going to turn my hand a little bit like this. Since the wheel's spinning into me this way, I don't want it like that, otherwise it's going to catch. So I have to angle it like this, slide in, lift out. Just keep repeating that. Don't slide down with the outside hand. Just stay there for support. Like that. Light pressure. You don't need to push hard. And just let the bowl take the shape of the rib until you get to the bottom. And then slide all the way to the center. Pushing down now with the fingers here, and you can see the clay that's built up on there. So we'll do it one more time. I made that wider. And I'm sliding all the way down. And then here, that transition is the hardest part. Don't let the tool bounce. I had a little air bubble there. It wanted to catch the tool and make it run away from me, so you have to hold onto that tool tight. You can come back up a little bit, but I don't recommend coming all the way back up. Just go down again until you get rid of that transition. And it should be one continuous curve. All the way to the center. Hold it right over the center. Come on out, clean the tool. Okay, so we're talking about the flat and the side. We want to make that curved like that. So it's a bowl. Pretty straightforward. But it takes a little bit of perseverance to get a nice curve in there. Once you're happy with the curve, you can focus on your rim. You can make that rim thicker. I like to make very beefy rims just by holding the tool against it. And then go ahead and round that rim. And then we can put a little spiral in the middle if we want. Smooth that out. Take away the clay from the outside a little bit. So I go in with the tool like this, go all the way to the wheel head, come underneath it, and then I hold the tool flat to get all the clay away. So then I've got a line underneath here. So now I'm done, and I'm just going to take the wire and I'm going to pull that straight through, all the way through. I just need to do it once. I'm not trying to remove it from the bat. I'm just trying to make sure that it's easy to get a nice flat cut later when I have to cut it the next day. So one day in the damp room, don't worry about little chunks of clay like that. Don't use your finger now to smooth that out. You can